Morning guys, Mon here. Today I want to talk about my League starter, Divine Retribution. I have played this character, oh no, actually go with maybe, whatever. Well into maps, we have completed the entire Atlas and we are cruising. Well, I want to show how the skill performs first, so we quickly do clear distant memory here. So you can see how the spell feels. After that I will go through the gear and tell what my current iteration is, what my plans are and where we are heading. But right now I'm very happy with the skill. I have invested maybe 10 divines so far. I'm level 93. I'm dying here and there due to like stuff that is unexpected, not to be blockable. And dots currently are a big problem with the build. But I haven't really built out my pantheons or built proper defense for block. There's still a lot of stuff to do. And a lot of my gear still is very unoptimized. I have some strong pieces, but a lot of stuff still is very bad. So I don't really want to pick up all of this. Why it's shown even. So as you can see, the damage is really fine. What do we have here? Monster Life and some more or less unimportant mods. Currently still running a mana flask because I haven't found a good way of generating a lot of mana. Oh, we're not getting repeats here. Very unlucky. Hello? Oh no. Like, the damage is really good when the repeats are there, but sometimes they are not. You can bypass that somewhat with further reducing the cooldown and using the ring for more on-hits on bosses, but I show that after the map. As you can see, like, when the repeats are there, we have a lot of damage, and the repeats currently are bugged, so we don't get like the full value of repeats. It's somewhat weird. I'm not actually sure if we get better or worse repeats later on, but we get more consistent repeats, I do think. Because currently the combination of the Ascendancy node and the Anointment is bugged, which leads to very weird results. This map is so annoying to clear. We might actually just stop here. You've seen how it works, and it's pretty much the important part. I've seen some boss damage. I've taken down the important base bosses. I've taken down Maven, Eater, and Exarch. Not done shape and stuff like that yet, but we will get there in no time. So if you have taken a look at the path of buildings for this build, I have uploaded a few days ago. They were planned. I started out with the leveling path of building, put that pretty much into red tier maps, and then recently did switch into an oscillating scepter, which I spammed a few essences on and got out this one. So in the beginning I was still up here. Now we dropped all of this and did put in a cluster jewel. I am working on a 12er cluster right now, like a 12-point cluster with lightning or physical. Still not sure. I do think I want physical because I'm running hatred right now, which was not planned, but actually is a pretty good aura. And especially if we don't just scale lightning damage, because all my damage scaling is just elemental or physical scaling or general spell scaling, so we aren't really very limited to scale, like to dealing lightning damage. So hatred was a very natural addition to the build, and the reworked hatred actually is very good here. And it still is not really leveled through, level 18, so there's still like some stuff to come. A very strong addition is the Thread of Hope, taking some important notes here, but yeah, I wanted to talk about my Leaguestart. It went very smooth. We went in a 4 link up to tier 11, I think, up to reds, and then switch to a 6 link. Do have a Sacred Chainmail right now, very good base, armor energy shield. We have the new very high life mods on that, but I want to get rid of the resistance here. But currently cannot really just... I mean, I nearly can, I just have to jiggle around some stuff. And then can take out the resistance here, can get the spell block craft on the chest to get rid of these nodes here. Currently still running this cluster for reduced mana costs, and I haven't really figured out a good way to like not take these reduced cost nodes. But yeah, not sure how I want to solve that. Maybe we just stay in here, but mana is an issue for the build, which was somewhat obvious, but we have 40% reduced cost here and 15% cost reduced here, and then I have reduced cost on rings, so we are on 28 mana cost, which is very manageable actually. So yeah, but I do want some more reduced mana cost somewhere, just haven't found a good like way to put it into the build right now. Our flasks are just armor and block recovery, movement speed, reduce effective curse, nothing special. And then Enduring Eternal Mana Flask, which pretty much fixes all the issues with the mana. But it's... well, it has a very long uptime on boss time. Like, usually it is up all the time, but I do want to get rid of a Mana Flask at some point, because I want to put in Elemental Flask or something else. Overall, the block feels extremely good. I can just face tank pretty much anything. This currently is at 69 because I'm getting 10 block from using a retaliation skill, so this in hideout and at the start of boss fights will not be at cap if you're running these nodes. That's why I want to get rid of them and get the node on the chest to get spell block there. Did I forget anything? Nothing too important, I think. Everything is more or less according to the POBs. For the shield, you mostly want to look for recover life on block and then something additional. I've got a very, very well rolled max life and spell damage as well, which was very lucky. I got it for like 30 chaos very, very early on, which might be way more expensive at this point. But if you just get life and block, it's enough to get some other like resistances or something else on the shield, so you can be more free with the other gear and you will like get the damage out on other slots without having to get it on the shield. Because overall this shield is not a great base. Like, we have a lot of minion stuff on there that's completely useless. But my gem setups are not very well thought out yet. I have a lot of open slots and will likely put a Spectre setup with Spectres that give me an aura, with Guardian's Blessing, I think it is called, not sure, which will help a bit and give quite a bit of decent stats. So that will help as well. Our rings just give chaos resistances and life, nothing too special. We don't have great Eldritch Implicits yet, aside from just some damage for enduring charges, but nothing really good. like nothing special. I just put those on ahead. Didn't bother too much. Got some cooldown on the build, but yeah, that's pretty much it. What's very much more interesting is the spell setup, because Divine Retribution does work with Spell Cascade and does so with Awakened Spell Cascade. This is very, very exciting because it is a very good damage multiplier with the overlaps. And also just is very, very good on clear. You can see, like, when they hit me, we are getting like these AoEs everywhere, and when we take out Spell Cascade, it still is a good AoE, but it's like not comparable. Like, it's just this cross, and with Awakened Spell Cascade it's just so huge. Like, clears everywhere. Just huge. Very, very big difference in clear, and I would very much recommend to get it. Awakened Spell Cascade also is not all that expensive. It's down to 1 divine already. Bought it when it was at 2. Was declining very quickly from 10 divines to 2 divines in like a few hours. Then we have the replica Dragon Fang here, running with Divine Retribution. I'm not sure how expensive those are right now, but they haven't been all that expensive. Got it for like 30 to 40 chaos, I do think. Maybe they are up to 1 Divine. Like I've kept the market inside a bit, but haven't looked at it too much since I've got mine. I'm currently with the No Forgiveness Anoint, as I explained earlier. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The gear is very basic right now. The tree I have explained. I currently am running 3 elemental grand spectrums because they are cheap, but there will be like way better jewels later on. And yeah, we have another jewel. Yeah, I currently am saving up for Headsman, Forbidden Flame and Flash, but the Flash variant still is very expensive. I've got the Flame for 50 chaos, currently waiting for the Flash variant to go down in price. It's at like 7 divines or something at the time of recording, but like, yeah, not like the greatest Forbidden Flame Flash combo, but we don't have like great options on ascendancies on Duelist, and it's one of the better ones. So yeah, just looking at those. There's some others like First to Strike, Last to Fall is pretty decent. But yeah, my plans right now are probably going low life at some point in the future. Maybe getting Righteous Fire in there somehow, but I will need way more resistance for that. I might just push up fire resistance to like 85 or something. Just grabbing these nodes here. Like just grabbing this and maybe even these here. But yeah, we will see. I mean, it's a lot of damage and probably is worth dropping some points in damage. Maybe even dropping this wheel, pathing a little different, getting the resistance, maybe pathing here again and not up here. All of that is just not very clear right now, and I'm still testing a lot, so yeah, we will see how it turns out. I can't exactly tell everything. I might actually hit this passing. It's really bad. But as I said, still testing out a lot. I just want to give an update on how it's going. It's going very, very well. Actually, this mastery is fairly important. Mana on block just makes clearing very much more enjoyable. But with the Enduring Mana Flare, actually I might be able to just drop it. I don't even know. There's a lot of stuff I can still optimize. It's very much unoptimized. But I cleared up to tier 16, like the takedown, all the bosses. Like mapping is a breeze. Like really, really chill. It's cool. Very much fun. I love the build right now, and I'm going to min-max it a lot. I will likely try out the life stacking variant soonish when I pick up a Wrathpith Globe and the Jewel, but the Jewel currently is still like dropping in price rapidly. It was at 4 divines a few hours ago. It's at 80 C now, so I might drop it when it goes down to like 10 C or something, because pretty much nobody plays it. So, and then I will see, but I do think it might be very annoying with dots while standing inside the enemies. We will have to figure out poison, bleed, ignite, all of that will, like, we have to take care of dot grounds and stuff like that, and I can't really play ultimatum with it because there's too many degen effects and too much going on overall. But yeah, it's like so much to still think about that I don't want to annoy you with all of it. Also, I haven't found a great way to get to Pain Attunement, because actually it is no enchant on the weapon, which I was hoping for, so Pain Attunement might be a pain to get if you don't want to mess up your pathing too much, so yeah. I don't want to make the video too long, so if you have any further questions, of course I will make more update videos as the skill and the character progresses and stuff changes, but until then, get the questions in the comments, ask me, I will answer anything. So thanks for watching and have a great further Leaguestart.